Alright guys, Dokkan time again. So, Oob. Oob is coming soon, and by that I mean his EZA is. I would love to say that everybody should be super duper excited and happy that Oob's finally getting his EZA. The only problem is, well, he's getting an EZA at the worst possible time, which would be after the burst mode that we needed him in. It would be 7 months later on global. There's a million reasons why he's not that great. So let's just go over some of his kit a little bit here. So I would like to note that he is technically a warrior raised on Earth, and he is a Earthling. He is classified as an Earthling. So he should actually be on Yamcha's 200% team, which is, you know, that's fantastic. There is a couple things here. I do have a private server popped up on the side right here, and this is just the second turn. He doesn't have very many links. I will say that you're not going to find a perfect linking partner for Oob. If we look at Oob, he is sitting at only 200k. He's not even sitting at 200k defense. I mean, mind you, we don't really have too many links off right now. We only got 2. I mean, we can't get Cold Judgment almost at all. It's very difficult to get a good, like, linking partner with him. His best linking partner actually would be this freaking, this is not a very good unit, but they do have Cold Judgment. So there is that to keep in mind, which is a 25% boost in defense. Now, obviously, there's he's got plenty of ki. He has no ki issues. Ki is not the problem here. It is most definitely not the issue. The issue with him is 110% just everything else. I mean, he has only raised defense on super, and then he still only raises defense on his 18 ki. And he just lowers attack on both of them. There's almost no difference between his super and his ultra, actually, other than colossal and mega colossal damage. He has attack and defense plus 100%, raises ki up to 10, and attack and defense by up to 100% the more HP remaining, which is why he started off at 18 ki right off the bat. And then he boosts all allies' attack and defense by 20%, and then fuses when conditions are met. Which we're not going to hit. I'm not going to be able to hit that in a private server. It's just not going to happen. We're not going to take enough damage. But, I mean, I guess that we can look at him once he hits his MAJUUB form. That's when things start to get really good with him. That's when things are amazing. He actually has raised attack and defense on both supers, instead of just raising his defense, which does help quite a bit. Not as much as we want it to, that's for sure. But at least it's lower and greatly lowers attack. When he does fuse or transform, he does recover 40% HP. He's got 120 attack and defense. I'll be real, that right there really kills the unit for me. Even transformed, he's only sitting at 120% attack and defense increase. Like, come on, man. There's free-to-play units that are popping up with more than that. And by free-to-play, I mean literal free-to-play, like Bulma, who starts off at 141. That's ridiculous. I mean, it's absolutely insane. So I do have him popped up with Krillin right now. And having Krillin, he has 4 links going off. They're all attack-based except for Cold Judgment, which is now sitting at 250 defense on a 200% lead. 200% lead, and he's got almost all of his links activated, and he's only at 250 defense. What else on here could we possibly get? Is Tough as Nails actually give any defense here? It does give defense plus 20%, but I mean, the only way that you're going to activate that link is if you put him in slot 2 and there's Yajirobe in the 3rd slot. I don't think there's anyone else on here you're really gonna throw on a team with him, unless you just want to run a funsy one with the Piccolo and Goku right there. Maybe Little him. I didn't even think about putting Little him with him. But I don't think they link very well. And yeah, I don't know, man. Even with that 20% boot, that extra 20%, he's still only going to be at maybe 300k defense and then maybe 350 after he super attacks. I will say this, that in his base, he's only at attack and defense 120. So he could potentially, with the right rotation and being in slot 2 and having all of his links magically activated, he could maybe hit almost 400k defense, I think. But he doesn't have guard, and that's post-super, not pre-super. He'll never get 400k defense pre-super. He will not hit that. He is not a slot 1 unit. Let's see here. Yeah, defense, tough as nails. 20% and reduces damage received by 5%. That would help a lot. Yeah, if he had a perfect linking partner, it would be different. But he requires literally 2 units to complete all of his links. If that wasn't the case, and we could actually just go based off that, it would be okay. Now, once he actually transforms, you know, after 40% of lost of health, you can definitely do really well with him with the STR MAJUUB. He'll get all of his links off. He'll get solid support. He'll get Master of Magic. He'll get Majin, which is defense plus 15. He'll get the Cold Judgment at 25. He'll even get the Fused Fighter at an extra 5%. And another GT defense of 10%. So when he's MAJUUB, he's sitting real good, cooking, looking at like 400% plus. Probably even close to 500, I might say, post-super. Yeah, I think after he transforms, he would be solid. The problem is getting him to transform and not die in the process. And I would like to note that this MAJUUB is dated, even though he just EZA'd in... Oh, wow. I thought he EZA'd earlier. My bad. So he EZA'd all the way back in 2021. He's a 2.5-year-old unit. Yeah, 2.5 years. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. The problem with this MAJUUB is that he's just not good. There's no reason. This will be your liability here. This will be the reason you end up transforming with MAJUUB, but it'll also probably be the reason you die too. So I mean, it's just really sad because he's a fun unit. He's a cool character and he's just wasted. They haven't tried to support him at all. So I mean, if you really wanted to bottleneck and make a team specific to rolling out this MAJUUB, sure, you could do it, but yeah, no, I just don't see it being worth using. I really don't. And the only team he's gonna run very, very well on is gonna be Earthbred fighters, 100%. He's not gonna be doing very well on any other team. The real issue is that he just has no link partners. You could do a GT Heroes and see how much support you can get out of some of these units. That is also a very big option. You could run a GT Heroes team and see if you could force him onto there, and maybe you could have some fun with him. But I have to really throw it out there that he is a battlefield memory unit, and he does cost 250k gems. Man, these things are limited. They're not infinite at all. 250k. You're lucky to get that out of I mean, you're lucky to get this amount. But a lot of people are probably saving for Hachiyak or the Shadow Dragons with Omega and Sin. I mean, those are better. These two top ones are better units to use and save more. And honestly, I would say even Metal Cooler Army or the LR Ginyu Force units are a much better investment of your memory points. And much better. If you're a new player, please do not spend them on this Vegeta, this Goku, this 18, this Krillin. Do not spend them on them. These are worthless units. They are dead. They're all dead to rights. They have no purpose in this game. I mean, this guy could be okay. The problem with him is that, well, he needs an EZA, like yesterday. And, I mean, he's just gonna die in any team you put him on. He's a trash unit right now. Though he's probably still better than the rest of them. So, yeah, there's just no point. And I guarantee some people have already used it on this and this. Those are very well worth it, but at the same time, you're missing out. There's a lot of stuff in this shop that really tries to convince you to spend your hard-earned points. Do not spend them on the hidden potential gems. It is an absolute waste of these very finite amount of in-game currency. I hate Battlefield. I do. I absolutely hate it. I 100% believe that we should be allowed to go back into previous Battlefield memories and get a very small sum of these at the least to grind, because man, these units, they cost so much. They cost so much. And out of all these LRs, with the Fizz Ginyu, the Tech Ginyu, the Intelligence Metacooler, MAJUUB, Mecha Frieza and King Cold, Babidi and Dabura, the Shadow Dragons, and Hachiok, the only ones actually worth grabbing are the earliest ones, which would be the Ginyus and Metacooler. And Metacooler's even debatable because, well, he's a decent unit, but he's replaceable. All of these units on here, except for the LR Ginyus, are all replaceable units. You do not need them for their respective teams. These are just collectors. These are collector pieces. So, if you absolutely love MAJUUB and you really want to force him onto a team, then I am assuming you're going to be also summoning for Yamcha at that point, because other than GT heroes and Earthbred fighters, he has no place on a Fused Fighters team, because he's only going to have like one link with any of them. He has no place on a Kamehameha team. He has no place on a Majin Power team. I mean, once he's transformed, he does, but before that, he's just a sitting liability. I mean, he has no purpose on almost all of these teams because he just doesn't have any partners. He has no team. He has no links going off, and without his links going off, he's not really good at all. Very sad. It's a cool unit. And the other worst thing is that when he transforms, he's supporting Majin Power. Why? 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 I mean, he's a Rainbow Orb Changer, so he does have that utility right there. That is good. And he does get this. He can be good in the perfectly set up time. Perfectly set up. And you still might get killed just from using him. So, in that right, he is kind of a joke character. Kind of sucks. Awesome character, wasted potential. Really deserves better. But if you're a newer player, don't bother EZAing him. There's no point. It's a waste. If you're a veteran player like me and you've been playing on Global forever, I mean, I'm really debating on not wasting the Battlefield memories, because Hachiok is more important, and Hachiok is still nowhere to be seen. Which is weird, because he should be showing up. It is very weird. So. But, alas, these units, like EZA, are actually locked to the Battlefield events that they are popping up in. And unfortunately, we'll have to wait for an entirely different Battlefield in order to see Hachiok, which means that we will not see Hachiok until probably the end of April, if not May. Yeah, probably won't see him till May. So, but anyways, guys, I hope I helped you make a decision on if you think you should be EZAing this unit. I personally do not believe he is worth EZAing. That is my personal opinion. Also, I am very sorry for keeping that stuck up on the screen this whole time. But anyways, make a good decision. Make the right decision. Don't waste your points if you don't need to. If you got them to spare, then you got them to spare. But if you don't do it. But anyways, have a good day and a good night.